Hello, coin collectors and history lovers. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin. What makes this coin so special? Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? Stay with me as we uncover the history, key features, rare variations, and current market value of this amazing piece of numismatic history. Segment 1. Historical background. The 1970 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin belongs to the Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and has remained a staple in U.S. currency ever since. By 1970, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies each year across 3 locations: Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. During this period, the U.S. economy was experiencing inflation, and debates over the cost of producing pennies began to emerge. This led to several experimental compositions in later years. However, 1970 remains one of the most important years for Lincoln cents due to rare variations and minting errors that make certain coins highly valuable today. Segment 2. Design and specifications. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Features a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The inscriptions include "In God We Trust" along the top, Liberty to the left, and the date 1970 to the right. Depending on the mint location, you may find a D or S mint mark under the date. Showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum" are above, while 1 cent is displayed below. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams with a diameter of 19.05 mm. Segment 3. Key minting variations and errors. Now, this is where things get exciting. The 1970 Lincoln cent has multiple key variations that can drastically affect its value. Let's break them down. 1. 1970's small date versus large date. The small date variety is the rarest and most valuable. The number 7 in 1970 is level with the rest of the digits, and the Liberty inscription appears weaker. The large date variety is more common, with a more prominent 7 that aligns slightly higher than the rest of the digits. 2. 1970's double die obverse DDO. This is one of the most famous errors in U.S. coin history. The doubling effect can be seen in Liberty, "In God We Trust," and the date 1970. This rare variation has fetched over $60,000 at auctions, depending on condition. 3. 1970 D and No Mint Mark coins. While the Denver and Philadelphia strikes are generally less valuable, high-grade specimens can still be worth hundreds of dollars. Segment 4. Current market value. So, how much is your 1970 Lincoln cent worth today? Let's break it down based on condition and rarity. Regular 1970 pennies. Circulated condition, 1 to 5 cents. Uncirculated MS65, $15-$301970. Small date. Circulated, $25-$75. Uncirculated MS65 or higher, $2,000-$5. 0001970. Double die obverse, AU50 grade, $10, $000-$20, 000 MS65 red, $40, $000-$60, 0001970. Proof coins, regular proof, $1-$5. Proof small date, $500-$2. 500 The rarest known examples of the 1970s double die in pristine condition have reached values exceeding $100,000 in major auctions. Imagine finding one in your collection. Segment 5. How to identify a valuable 1970 PNNY. If you think you might have a valuable 1970 penny, here's how to check. 1. Examine the date carefully. Compare it to known small and large date varieties. 2. Look for doubling. If you see clear doubling in Liberty or the date, you might have a jackpot. 3. Check the color. Red-toned uncirculated coins are worth more than brown-toned circulated ones. 4. Use a magnifier or a coin microscope to inspect fine details. 5. Get a professional evaluation. Grading services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and certify your coin. And that's everything you need to know about the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and let me know in the comments if you have a rare penny in your collection. Who knows? You might be sitting on a fortune. Next, rare 1-cent 1971 D Liberty Lincoln. My dear coin collectors and treasure hunters, now we're diving into the fascinating history, key details, and current market value of the 1971 D Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin. Could this coin be worth a fortune? Stick around, and let's uncover the mystery together. Chapter number 1: History of the 1971 D Lincoln CNT. The Lincoln cent has been an iconic part of American coinage since its introduction in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. It features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the wheat ear reverse until 1958. In 1959, the U.S. Mint replaced the wheat stalks with the Lincoln Memorial to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The 1971 D Lincoln cent continues this tradition, minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small d mint mark beneath the date. Chapter number 2: Specifications and DSIGN. Now, let's examine the technical details of the 1971 D Lincoln cent. This coin was struck in copper alloy, consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. The obverse features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Brenner, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, Liberty to the left, and the date 1971 with a small d mint mark beneath it. Flipping to the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. The inscriptions read "United States of America" at the top, "E Pluribus Unum" above the memorial, and 1 cent at the bottom. Chapter number 3: Rarity and mintage. The 1971 D Lincoln cent is not an extremely rare coin when it comes to general circulation. A staggering 2,911,045,600 were minted at the Denver Mint alone. However, what makes this coin valuable isn't its sheer number, it's the rare errors and high-grade specimens that drive its market price up. Chapter number 4: Error Varieties and High-Value Coins. Now, here's where things get exciting. The most sought-after version of the 1971 D Lincoln cent is the 1971 double die obverse DDO variety. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice slightly misaligned, resulting in a doubling effect on the inscriptions and date. Look closely at Liberty and "In God We Trust." If you see clear doubling, you might be holding a jackpot coin. Other rare errors include off-center strikes, weak strikes, and even clipped planchets. If you spot these, don't overlook them, they could be worth serious money. Chapter number 5: Current Market Value. So, How much is the 1971 D Lincoln cent worth today? Well, in circulated condition, these coins are typically worth only 1 to 3 cents due to their high mintage. However, things change drastically when we look at high-grade, uncirculated specimens. A 1971 D Lincoln cent in MS65 red condition can sell for $10 to $50. But if you find an MS67 or higher, you could be looking at a price tag of $1,000 or more. The real gems, however, are the double die era varieties. A 1971 D double die obverse DDO in top condition has been known to fetch up to $22,600 in major auctions. Yes, you heard that right, a simple penny turning into a small fortune. Chapter number 6, Tips for Identifying Valuable 1971 D Lincoln CNTS. Want to know if you have a rare and valuable 1971 D Lincoln cent? Follow these tips. 1. Check for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to examine the letters "In Liberty" and "In God We Trust." 2. Look for red toning. Higher grade coins with a bright red luster are worth significantly more. 3. Search for errors. Off-center strikes, die cracks, or weak strikes can add value. 4. Get your coin graded. If you believe you have a rare specimen, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. And there you have it, the 1971 D Lincoln 1 cent Liberty coin could be worth just a cent, or it could be hiding a fortune. So, check your collection carefully. Who knows? You might be holding on to a $22,600 coin without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatic treasures, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more valuable coin discoveries. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Next, rare 1 cent 1975 Liberty Lincoln. My dear sir, could you be holding a fortune in your pocket change? The 1975 Lincoln 1 cent Liberty coin might seem like just another penny. But what if I told you that some rare versions of this coin have been sold for thousands, even millions of dollars? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the history, design, errors, and current market value of the 1975 Lincoln cent. Section 1. History of the 1975 Lincoln CNT. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909, replacing the Indian head cent to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1975, the Lincoln cent had been in production for over 6 decades. However, this was a significant period in U.S. numismatic history, as the country was preparing for the bicentennial celebrations of 1976. During this time, coin collecting had reached new heights, and collectors began searching for unique variations and errors in pennies, including the 1975 issue. Section 2. Design and SBCIFICATIONS. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1975 Lincoln 1 cent coin. The obverse features a right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has remained largely unchanged since its first introduction in 1909. Above Lincoln's head, the words "In God We Trust" are inscribed. To the left, we see the word Liberty, and to the right, the date 1975 with a min mark below it, if applicable. The reverse of the coin showcases the famous Lincoln Memorial, a design that first appeared in 1959 to replace the original wheat ears. Above the memorial, the phrase United States of America is prominently displayed, with the Latin motto E Pluribus Unum just below it. At the bottom, the denomination 1 cent is clearly marked. The 1975 penny was struck in a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. It wasn't until 1982 that the composition changed to a zinc core with a copper plating to reduce costs. Section 3, Mint Marks and PRODUCTION. The 1975 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 primary locations, each with distinct mint marks. Philadelphia Mint No Mint Mark, struck in large numbers, with over 5.4 billion coins produced. Denver Mint D Mint Mark, another massive production of over 4.5 billion coins. San Francisco Mint S Mint Mark Proof coins, a much lower mintage, producing around 2.8 million. Proof coins exclusively for collectors. Since billions of these pennies were minted, most of them are common. However, some rare errors and special varieties have made certain 1975 Lincoln cents extremely valuable. Section 4. Rare errors and varieties. What makes some 1975 pennies worth a fortune? It's all about the errors and varieties. Here are some key examples. 1. Double die obverse DDO, a rare variety where the obverse design is doubled, particularly in the date and lettering. Collectors are willing to pay thousands for a well-defined DDO 1975 Lincoln cent 2. Off-center strikes. When the coin is struck off-center, it creates a unique misalignment. Depending on how much of the design is missing, such errors can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. 3. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1975 pennies were accidentally struck on dime or foreign coin planchets, making them extremely valuable. One such error coin was auctioned for over $20,000 for. Proof coins with cameo or deep cameo contrast. High-quality proof versions with flawless mirror-like surfaces and strong frosted designs can fetch thousands of dollars in top-graded conditions. Section 5. Market value. Today now, let's talk money. How much is the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty coin worth today? Most 1975 pennies found in pocket change are worth 1 to 3 cents due to their copper content. Higher grade examples, especially MS65 or above, can sell for $10 to $50. A double die obverse DDO error coin can be worth anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000. A 1975 S-proof deep cameo penny graded PR69 was once sold for over $6,000. Off-center or wrong planchet errors can sell for $5,000 to $20,000, depending on rarity. The rarest known 1975 Lincoln cent with an extraordinary error was valued at an astonishing $22.6 million in a private auction due to its extreme rarity and perfect condition. So, could you be holding a rare and valuable 1975 Lincoln cent? Next time you come across a penny, check the date, the mint mark, and look for any unusual errors. It could be your ticket to a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into numismatics, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin discoveries. Until next time, keep searching, and happy collecting. Next rare 1-cent 1976 Liberty Lincoln. My great friends and dear fellows, coin collectors and numismatic enthusiasts. Now we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1976 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty penny. What makes this coin special? Could it be worth a small fortune today? Stick around as we uncover its history, key features, rare errors, and current market value, which might shock you. Chapter 1. A brief history of the 1976 Lincoln penny. Before we talk about the value, let's take a step back and understand the historical significance of the 1976 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted in a pivotal year for the United States, the bicentennial year, marking 200 years of American independence. While special bicentennial designs were issued for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar, the penny retained its classic Lincoln design. However, many collectors find the 1976 penny intriguing due to its errors, varieties, and composition. Chapter 2: Design and Composition. Now, let's analyze the design of this beautiful coin. The obverse front features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Above Lincoln's head, you'll find the famous phrase "In God We Trust," while the word liberty appears to his left. The year 1976 is stamped below Lincoln's bust. Moving to the reverse back, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Below the monument, the words "1 cent" are engraved, and above it, we find United States of America along with the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one. Now, let's talk about its composition. In 1976, the penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. However, due to the rising cost of copper, this composition would soon change in 1982. Chapter 3: Mint Marks and Varieties. The 1976 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 major locations, identified by their mint marks. Philadelphia Mint No Mint Mark over 4.6 billion produced. Denver Mint D over 4.2 billion produced. San Francisco Mint S proof coins only over 4 million produced. Regular circulation pennies are common, but some error varieties and rare specimens can be extremely valuable. Chapter 4: Rare Errors and Valuable Varieties. Now, let's talk about what truly excites collectors: error coins and rare varieties. Some of the most valuable 1976 pennies include 1. Double die obverse DDO. Some pennies from this year show noticeable doubling on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. These coins can fetch anywhere from $100 to $2,500, depending on condition. 2. Off-center strikes. A 1976 penny that was struck off-center by at least 50%, while keeping the date visible, can sell for $200 to $1,000.30. Die cracks and cuds. If your penny has noticeable raised areas due to die cracks, it can be worth $50 to $500 depending on severity. 4. Wrong planchet errors. Some pennies were mistakenly struck on dime or nickel planchets, making them highly sought after, with prices ranging from $1,000 to over $5,000. Chapter 5: How much is a 1976 penny worth today? Now for the big question: how much is a 1976 Lincoln penny worth today? While regular circulated pennies are typically worth just 1 cent, higher grade specimens and rare errors can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions. Circulated condition face value to 10 cents. Uncirculated MS65, MS67 between $5 and $50. Proof coins PR69, PR70 can range from $20 to $500, depending on quality. Rare errors DDO, off-center, wrong planchet, etc. from $100 to $5,000 plus. Most expensive sale. The highest recorded sale for a 1976 penny was over $10,000 for a near-perfect MS67 plus red specimen. Chapter 6: Could you own a 1976 penny worth thousands? So, how can you tell if your 1976 penny is valuable? Here's what to do. 1. Check for errors. Look closely at the lettering, date, and design details using a magnifying glass. 2. Examine the mint mark coins from San Francisco SR proof coins, which can be more valuable. 3. Inspect the color. A bright red, uncirculated penny red designation is worth more than a brown circulated 1.4. Weigh your coin. If it doesn't weigh 3.11 grams, it might be an error coin. Make sure to store your valuable coins in protective holders and, if necessary, get them graded by PCGS or NGC to maximize their value. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 1976 Lincoln 1-cent Liberty penny. While most are common, certain rare varieties and errors can be worth thousands of dollars. Who knows? You might have a hidden treasure in your pocket change right now. If you found this video informative, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more exciting coin videos. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny. Until next time, happy collecting.